Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing this blue cut crease look. So this was requested in my first tutorial, so here it is. If you guys do have any requests for any other looks, then please put it in the comments below. I'm happy to do what you want to see at the end of the day as well. So for today's look, I'm actually using another Jeffree Star palette. So this one is the Blue Blood palette, and I am actually using a shade out of the Star Ranch palette, one of his newer palettes as well. You don't have to use that little palette as well. You can just use the shades in this one because it is a very nice all blue palette really. I mean, it is the only all blue palette that I have. I do have other palettes that have got sort of blue shade here and there, but this one's just so cohesive and I just love it so much. I didn't think that I needed it when it first came out, and I only bought it towards the end of 2020, and it's just jumped to one of my go-to palettes. Like whenever I know I want to use blue, this is the palette that I use. So I do promise that I'll use other brands as well. I do really love Jeffree's eyeshadow formula. So I did want to just say a big thank you to everybody who watched my first video and commented and shared and all things like that. It's meant so much to me. This was a big step for me. I am very shy. I can be quite nervous, and it was a big jump for me to do YouTube, so to have such lovely feedback already is just amazing. So thank you to everybody who is supporting me with this. It means so much, honestly. So today I'm filming this look as well as an empties video. It is a Saturday, Jake's at football all day, so I've got enough time to just sort of sit and pump out some videos. So if you would be interested in an empties video, then hopefully that will be up more towards the weekend. I'll try and upload this one first in the week and then get the other one edited and put that one up by the weekend as well. So I will put my handle in the description bar below if you do want to follow me on Twitter, on Instagram or TikTok. They're all the same handle, which is at ChloeKH, because I do post a lot of makeup photos as well, so you can sort of see it up close as well. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and let's get started. Thank you guys, see you on the next one. Okay, hi guys, so we're nice and zoomed in now. So this is the look that we're going to be doing today, a blue cut crease. I am using the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. So let's get in with the tutorial. So I'm going to be taking the darkest shade out of the Blue Blood palette, this one here, which is Undertaker. So I've just taken that on a really small pencil brush, just like that. So I'm just going to sketch out my cut crease shape with this brush. So this is just a rough shape just to sort of sketch down, and then I'm going to go with my next shade and just sort of blend over the top. So the next shade that I'm going to use in the Blue Blood palette is this one here called Blue Monday. So I'm going to take this on my little Eco Tools fluffy brush again, and you've noticed that I've just dipped it in directly this way so that the bristles around it can help blend the shadow. So just like in my last video, I'm going to go sort of 50% on and 50% off just to help blend. Okay, just another little rough blend as well, because we're just damping them down. So the next shade that I'm going to use is actually from another Jeffree Star palette. It's this one here, so it's called Grand Prismatic. So it's just much of a brighter blue than out of the original Blue Blood palette. If you did want to just use this palette, I mean, I used to use this shade here, which is Blue Blood, as my next shade. I just now prefer Grand Prismatic just because I've got that palette and it is a much brighter blue. So I'm just going to take it on this little Morphe brush here, just like a pencil-y brush. And again, 50% on that blue Monday shade and 50% off. So next I'm actually going to take a brush here, just a little fluffy brush that hasn't got anything on it, and just go over that Grand Prismatic shade to blend that one out a bit more. So my final shade for blending the crease is going to be this one here. This one's called Minty. So I'm just going to go back in with each of the shades again on the same brushes and just go over what I've done, blend it a bit more because these ones are just sort of stamped down at the moment. So I just kept going over with those shades until I was happy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my crease, but I've got quite a lot of blue that I want to get rid of, and I don't want to go in and sort of mix that with the colour I'm using to cut it. So I am just going to take a little Q-tip here, and this one's quite pointed. I got them from Primark for about 80p. And I've taken a little bit of makeup remover and I'm just going to get rid of this. So that's already looking a lot better for when we go in with our shade and we cut the crease. So I'm not actually going to be using a skin coloured sort of base to cut my crease today. We are going on top with a blue pigment, so I'm going to use one of Plouise's blue bases. This one here is called Touch of Frost from her winter collection. So I've just taken it on the back of my hand and I'm going to use the little 13p brush from Inglot just to sort of scrape against and flatten the brush, and then we're just going to cut the crease with that. Okay, so this is what we're left with. I've just sort of cut this so you can still see my lid, you can see all these colours here as well. I'm just going to take this little fluffy brush again, the one that had sort of nothing on it, and I'm just going to blend into the dark shade, just so there isn't a lot of base just sort of sat there, because we want to blend eyeshadow on top before we put the sparkle on. And then I'm just going to sort of stamp some dark shadow on and blend into the next shade, and then the next shade after that. then the shade Blue Monday. And then Grand Prismatic. Okay, so we've got a nice little gradient of colour just on the outer corner, so we're just going to put some glitter on top. Before I go in with any of the Peaches pigments, I do use a glitter glue. Even though you've got the Plouise coloured base down, and it is quite tacky itself, I just like that extra assurance that the shimmer isn't going to fall down, so I actually use the NYX glitter glue. So I've just taken it on the back of my hand and I'm putting it on with this little brush here, just going to sort of stamp it on where I want the shimmer to go. And then I'm going to quickly dip into the pigment and pop it straight on top. So I've just gone slightly over the top of the blue eyeshadows as well, so it's a nice gradient. So the pigment that I used for my lid was Peaches Pool Party pigment, which is this really nice sort of bluey, minty, silver and gold reflex type pigment. It's so pretty, and it does completely transform with the different colours that you use. Like, I've actually used this with some more minty greens as well, and it looks completely different, but I really like the way it looks with the blue eyeshadows as well. Okay, so I'm back and I've just wiped gently underneath my eye, because I find that blue eyeshadow can be quite messy, especially when you stamp it on like I've done today. So I've just taken a gentle wipe or cotton round or anything like that with a bit of makeup remover on, and just wiped underneath my eye to take that away. And then I've put my concealer on the bottom. So I'm just going to take the same shades that we used on the top, just running along the bottom. So I'm making sure I'm connecting to the top as well, so it's a nice round shape. Okay, so when you're happy with your blend underneath the eye, I am just going to go back in with the Touch of Frost paint by Plouise on just a thin liner brush like this, and I'm just going to pop it on my waterline, as I don't want to do a dark waterline. If I'm feeling quite smoky, then I'll use the Ecstasy made Mama Mitchell paint with Plouise, but I wanted quite a bright waterline, so I'm going to go in with the Touch of Frost again. So for my inner corner, I do want to keep it quite bright, so I'm going to go in with the Blue Blood palette again, and I'm going to take this shade here. So this is called Cullinan, I don't know. And I'm going to take this brush again, because it just sort of fits quite nicely in my inner corner, and just stamp that on. You can use Fix Plus or the Urban Decay Setting Spray, any sort of spray to intensify the shade if you want as well. Okay, so I am going to put a lash on, and it's got quite a thick black band, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of liner just here and then create the little corner that I have here. So I have actually got my Inglot liner to hand, so it is quite cracked and dried up. I mean, I have kept it on there tight, but these things happen. So I have got the Inglot Duraline, So you can use this with eyeshadow, mix it with a bit of eyeshadow and you can create a liner with it, or you can use it to revamp like brow pomades and liners like this. Just a little point like that. So I am going to go off camera now and pulse and curl my lashes, pop some mascara and some lashes on, and I will be back. So hi guys, this is the finished look. I came off camera to do my lashes and the rest of my makeup. So the lashes that I'm wearing are actually from Primalash and they're called Tinkerbell, and they're from the Face Fairy collab, I think, on their website. So this is what it looks like. So for the rest of the products that I've used sort of on my base and my lips and things, I can put all that in the description if you would be interested in knowing what I have put on the rest of my face. So I do hope that you have enjoyed this look. It was a lot of fun filming because blue was one of my favourite colours to work with, so thank you so much to Sammy for requesting it, and I hope that you like this look as well. So I have had another request for smoky, so that could be like a smoky eye with like quite a grungy lip as well, so hopefully I'll be doing that one on my next tutorial. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again. The support that I've had has been so overwhelming, it's been so lovely. And hopefully I'll see you guys on my next video. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye!